there, writers and muse daters. Annalisa Parent coming at you again, busting more of those publishing myths. So as you know, I speak all over the world. I meet with writers every single day. Maybe you met me somewhere in the world. If you did, drop it in the comments. Be sure to say hello. And in meeting with writers every day, I talk with them about, what's not working in your writing. Why isn't it coming together for you? You've been working on this book for 3 years. Why is it finished? Why isn't it published? These are the kinds of things that I'm talking to people about every day. And today I want to talk to you about a solution that a lot of writers seek. Hopefully this can help you today so that you can get out of this trap. Stop feeling so frustrated. Stop working on that same book over and over and over again, right? Stop rewriting chapter 1, for example. Lots of writers talk to me about that. They're not happy with it. They go back and rewrite it. That happens for a lot of writers. And there's a lot of bitterness for these writers. How come I haven't gotten published? How come it's so hard? How come there's so much snobbery in literary agents? Why don't they give me an answer other than not for me, thanks? These are the kinds of things that I hear from readers every day. So let's talk about one of the things that's getting in the way for a lot of these writers. They think that what they need is just one more answer. Right? A little bit more information. If I only knew how to create better character arcs, if I only knew how to dig deeper into plot, if I only knew how to plant that red herring in my mystery novel. And so these writers go to conferences, they buy more writing books, they take more classes, they're spending a lot of their time and a lot of their money gathering more information, thinking that if they can just find that one right piece of information, everything will come together for them. And so they're seeking and seeking and seeking, finding information, reading books, articles, subscribing to magazines, all of these things. Now the impulse is good. Information is in fact important, and knowing something about your craft is key. However, what's more important than information is implementation. So what that looks like is what things do I need to do, right? So maybe I read an article about a plot twist. And so I think, oh gosh, I didn't do a plot twist. Then I can end up down a rabbit hole that might alter weeks, months of the work that I've done, when in fact, a plot twist isn't necessarily the right thing for my work. And for those of you who have joined many of these Facebook Lives, you've heard me talk time and time again about one of the most common areas where this happens. So a lot of times in these classes and conferences and books, writers are told, oh, you absolutely need an outline in order to be a writer. Now, some writers need outlines. Some writers don't. The thing about outlining is that it's iterative. That means that it happens at different phases of the process for different writers. Do you need organization? Absolutely. Do you need it before you start? Not necessarily. So this is one area of implementation. What do I need? Do I need an outline? Well, that's going to change based on who you are as a writer. You're not going to get that information from a conference or a book or a class. It's just not going to give you what do I need to do, not what do some writers do, but me specifically, this book right now, what do I need to do? So this information hunting, this information gathering gets in the way of figuring out implementation. What else does it do that harms writers? It gets in the way of application. What application looks like is, how does this concept, plotting, red herrings, plot twists, whatever it is, how does that apply to my exact book? So we're thinking about, who am I as a writer, and what is this exact book that I'm writing? Those are two really important things that, the author of any given book isn't going to be able to know, right? When they wrote their book, they were thinking about their book, not your book. So they can't give you that answer. A conference can't give you that answer. A class can't give you that answer of how it applies to your exact book. So when you're looking for solutions, is information important? Yeah, information is absolutely important. But even more important is the implementation and the application of that information. If those two are missing from what you're doing, then you haven't got a real solution. You've got a partial solution. Writers often recognize that they've got a partial solution, and so they keep seeking more information when what they should be seeking is implementation and application. I bust myths here in Write to Publish every day. I've also put a book together for you busting many of the publishing industry myths. It's called The 6 Secrets to Go from Struggling Writer to Published Author. I'm offering it to you today free of charge. You can download that ebook. It's not a huge time investment. I think it's about 20-30 pages, short ebook for you, busting a whole lot of myths. There'll be a link in the comments section to get that book today. You can download it. After you read it, shoot me a message here in the group. Drop me a line. Let me know what your thoughts are. I'd love to hear what you're writing and talk to you about how you can implement and apply the information in the 6 secrets to go from struggling writer to published author. Happy reading.